Okay. Hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Wabowye, wabava, wabebe negekai. Please share the video if you are there. Share the video. This is a very fast, quick soul food. Please share the video when you're there. Today is a very special soul food, but let me wait a little while some people is coming back online. Yeah, it's very special to talk about these things. Why? Because religious indoctrination, have damaged and destroyed so many souls. So that is why it's very important to be really sharing all these things. It's very, very special and it's very, very, very important. So please help me share the video, invite your friends, share it, invite your friends. Good evening, Robbie William. Good evening, everybody. Hi, V. Good evening, Rosemary. Good evening, everyone. It's very, very special to talk about these things. It's very, very special to share all this knowledge. It's very, very special because more and more humans are so disconnected from their authentic self. And this is something that is the roots of the chaos we see on earth. So please share the video, Like I always say, I don't talk to everybody. And I don't also expect myself, of course, to make sense to everybody. So this is my teachings. This soul food are for special old souls. Good evening. Are for special old souls. Hello, Monica. It's been a long time. Good evening, everyone. It's for special old souls. It's not really a soul food for everybody. So for me, it's okay when it doesn't make sense to you. It's okay. Greetings, Robbie. Greetings, everyone. Please share the video, invite some friends, because this will be a very quick one. Yeah, although I always say so in the end, I end up 1 hour. Well, I will try to be very faster today. This is a very quick one because this is very important. Please, if you know you can hear me, because I'm using my Bluetooth, sometimes it's not connected and I think it's connected. If you know you can hear me, you can just give a thumb up so I can know that everything is set. Lori, good evening. I greet you all with love and peace. Please share the video and invite also people you think are interested. Invite them. It's very special to talk about these things. Today, it's more and more needed. That's a fact. It's more and more needed today because there is so much chaos in our society. And there is so much pain, so much misfortune, so much disappointment. Everything is so chaotic. It's a lie, it's not a God's will. Don't believe those lies. The chaos you see is a result of the self-denial that humanity is going through. Humans are running from their authentic self. Yeah. For those that know are running. Those that don't know are just busy looking for what they don't really know. Humanity have a very sad story. Yeah, but we are here now. Because these things are very important. That's why I started this series. Like I said, it's going to be a different series. For how long, I don't know. Like I always say, it's what the Spirit lead me to do. Good evening, Unajiles. Good evening, everyone. Blessing Samuel. Good evening, Good evening, Bridget. Sorry if I don't pronounce it right. Friday, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Yeah, help me share the video. May you live long, sir. Oh, thank you. I was reading an inbox message. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening. I send you a peace. I send you a love. Wherever your time is, good afternoon, good morning, good night. It's very important to be sharing this knowledge today, because so many people, especially Africans. Why do I always use that word, especially Africans? It's like a personal thing, because this is the call from my ancestors. So that's why it's like my antenna is shining to that direction. Sure, it has been believing this fact all. Yeah, the people are not believing, and the fact is, the facts that you believe shows that you don't know. Because when you know, you don't need to really believe. That's why belief are for religious people who are trapped in their own boxes. Yeah. Ciao Frantello, ciao, buonasera, buonasera esta. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everyone. Today's soul food is we don't worship idol. Good evening, my king. Good evening to everybody. Good evening, Best Samuel. Good evening. Much love from Nigeria. Ashe. I'm very nice. Thank you for staying there, because I know watching from Nigeria costs a lot. So thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I have to turn the camera again. Yeah, very nice. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I send you a love. I send you a peace. I send you a love. I send you a peace. It's very important to be sharing these informations, and this is why I have put on the series. And this series will be going for as long as it's necessary, for as long as the spirit calls, anyway. We don't worship idols. What do we worship, Dr. Guname? We don't worship anything. We don't worship anything. What we do is a recognition of a force, of a universal force that is so aligned with the nature. And because we are a natural being, we connect with these forces that clue us with the nature together. That is a smart thing to do, because why? The earth itself is a conscious being. And as long as you are existing here on earth, it is your primary duty to connect to the forces around you, to connect to the energy around you, to connect to the Mother Earth itself. Because the same way those cells, organs are living inside your body is the same way you are living inside this earth. It's the same way this earth is living inside another big belly. So it's different layers. People call it different dimension, because earth is a realm. Earth is a realm. So there's a lower realm anyway. But yeah, it's a realm. And in this realm, it's like a geometry. It's not just one thing like that. Inside this realm is another realm, is another realm, is another realm. So you can only see what you are being exposed to. Someone will see it by force. It doesn't work like that. It's patient, love. Patient. A lot of patience. A lot of patience. That helps a lot anyway. So we don't worship idol. And today we're focusing on Olokun. Like I said in the Ogun, in the previous one I did, I am not going to be focusing on the tails. No. I am not going to be focusing on the tails, on the melt. Because why? Those are the same techniques that religious priests, especially the missionaries, used to indoctrinate the people. And this is not time for we to be sharing and talking Amana Grego, good evening. Good evening. It's nice to see you online. Good evening. These are the same techniques that religious people have used to trap and enslave humans. They tell you beautiful stories. They tell you a beautiful taste. Then it's like, wow, wow, wow. Why? First, these are stories that is like a very beautiful fairy tale, and they are telling you it was real. Then it's like, it's interesting. That's why in Africa Ancestral Spiritual Ministry, we don't focus on those tales anymore. We are not really so interested. In some, yeah. We are not really so interested. Because why? This is the time to follow the energy talk now, energy language now, because the energy is what digests it in your soul, not the stories. Different people can tell you different tales about Olokun, different tales. If I even start telling you different tales for 3 hours, I can tell you different story, different story. But at the end, I'm not helping you. So what is important is to recognize this energy and to see how it relates and connects to you. Then you know, because you don't have to believe. Believe are for religious, indoctrinated people. You need to know. At the beginning of knowing, it starts with feeling. It starts with some kind of sensations that is strange. But with patience and everything, the clarity comes out. That's the most amazing part. The clarity comes out. And everything you have been seeing that and feeling start digesting and giving you a very wide picture. Although that's where your mind blow anyway. That's where your mind blow, because you come to realize, oh, I'm just a little baby. I still have not learned anything yet. Yes, that makes it so powerful and so beautiful. So what I want to share with you today is the energy of Olokun and how it is so present in your life and around you. Because when we talk of Olokun, what first thing you have to know is that Olokun is life. Olokun is this thing, this energy, this thing humans call life. This is what Olokun is. Olokun also, hello dear heart, hello, good evening. Let me scroll down so I can be seeing everything. Ruth, good evening, my dear. Olokun is life itself. Somebody will say, what is Dr. Gonami saying? Olokun is life itself. Let me break it down for you. When we talk about Olokun, what we are talking about is, we are talking about the originator of where life itself comes. So like I said, I will not be taking it to tales. I will just be breaking it down in a very lower form, in an energy form. So it's easy for everybody to grab. So when we talk about this being, this Earth, yeah, they call it planet Earth. When we talk about Earth, life, the sense of life here is water. This everybody know. Nobody can argue this. And even if you travel out of Earth, no matter where you sail in the deep universe itself, the first thing you have to search for is water. Because when you find water, then you have the sense and understanding that life is existing there. So Olokun is the energy that creates that fluid which people and humans and everybody now call water. Fine, let's just call it water. So it doesn't also stop there. As a human being in your body, anatomy, Olokun, my able Dr. Gonami, good evening, my dear. Olokun in your body is your blood. I will repeat it again. In your own body, Olokun is your own blood. And don't forget, your blood is your spirits. Like I always say, for those who follow my teachings, you know all this already. The spirits is your blood. It's in your blood. A soul is a very different topic in discussion. Souls don't stay in your body. Soul don't even need your body to exist. That's why if you commit suicide, you just messed up yourself, because that has nothing to do with anybody. You just give yourself more stress. Suicide don't help anybody because your soul is not in your body. So what is inside your body sometimes, what is inside your body is your spirit. And that spirit is a spirit of Olokun itself. Yes, fine. Let's say you don't accept Olokun, you are scared, it's an idol, you are still scared, no problem. Don't accept it as Olokun. So see it like that your blood is the life force that exists inside of you. We all know now that no living thing on earth exists without blood, except some organisms like that doesn't really need tissues or blood vessels to exist. That's a separate thing. But a normal human being, it's so beautiful to see and know someone in such passion for life and teaching others. Thank you very much for all you do, sir. Keep up the great work. Proud of you, my friend. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Ruth. You know, when your soul is so old and you find yourself here again, as you are growing up, you don't know any of these things. But the more you're growing and things keep revealing to you and you keep asking, okay, then what am I doing here again? Then it becomes revealed to you that this is your mission here now. Because normally I'm not supposed to be here. But we are just doing what we come here to do. Thank you anyway. Thank you for the remarks and everything. Thank you. So like I was saying, understanding that the life force inside of you now, that blood inside of you now, that water is, don't forget that more than 60% of your body is made up of water. So people don't know. More than 70% of the earth itself is made up of water. And Olokun is like the I don't want to use tales. If I want to use tales, I have very beautiful names and glory and things like that to use to address. No, but I want to focus on the energy. So Olokun is that force itself of that life that is being transmitted. That's why you always hear that word that all children came from Olokun. In the ancient days, humans have messed a lot of things up now. In the ancient days where they still use cowries, a lot of Africans know what is cowries, even Asians, yeah. Egal. In the ancient days where they use cowries was like the currency for the ancient days. So Olokun is the owner of all the wealth on earth. So Olokun is just more than what somebody will say, this is idol. No, you have to understand the science. Our ancestors, they are not stupid. They are not stupid to create all those ceremonies, all those rituals, all those initiations that later makes you have all those informations and everything. They are not stupid. They fully understand the deeper science and the sacred hidden knowledge that is there. That's why they pay attention. So whenever you hear Olokun from today, first thought you should have is that blood that is running in your vein. Remember, Ogun opened the way and start pumping, pump, pump, pump. Ogun is your heart. So now Olokun is your blood. So Ogun now. So Olokun is your blood, and everywhere you see water and life itself on this full planet as a whole, it's all the thanks to Olokun. When they say Olokun, Olo means like owner. Okun means like an ocean. So Olokun just means owner of the ocean. So let's assume you don't want to address like that, but you have to know that the ocean is the most powerful force on earth. In 2 seconds. In fact, all these things they tell you is a continent, America, Africa, Asia, blah, 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 all these little pieces of sound, which they call continent. And you people, because you have limited yourself. When you are walking, you think this is life is so big. It's a lie. It's not just big at all. All these little pieces of sand that form different continents that humans are living, to wipe all these things does not even take 2 minutes, eh? So Olokun is the sense of life itself. So Olokun is the owner of this planet which you call Earth. That's why water is above you and water is below you, and you too, you are water. To the point that you cannot even survive without water. Do you know whenever you drink water, that water now is helping, not just giving you strength. Yeah, water give me strength, water keep me hydrated, and that's good for my health and everything. It's good that you understand it deeper, because for that water to power your cells, for that water to go through and really give you and boost your energy, this is something very special. And this is why without anywhere you find water don't exist, automatically life don't exist there. So having that knowledge that whenever you hear Olokun, what they are trying to explain to you, like I said, I don't want to talk about the tales, because this is not just words. This is something very sophisticated. This is real. This is real. All children on earth come from Olokun, regardless whether you believe or not. We are all from the ocean, and we are all sons and daughters of Olokun. A lot more daughters anyway, but egal. So we are all the children of Olokun. So whenever you hear the word Olokun, the first thought that has to come to your head is, this is like a primordial father, a primordial mother, a divine, because you cannot draft Olokun into masculine or feminine energy. This I don't discuss with people. Some people will tell you, Olokun is a man, he have a wife, her name is Yemaya. According to Yoruba mythology, they will tell you have a wife, her name is Yemaya. The Greek will tell you Olokun is because the Greek, they call Olokun, what do they call Olokun again? Poseidon. And the Romans call it nuptor or not to something like that. I don't pay attention to Western education anymore because I've gone too deep into it that now I'm pulling myself back from it. It's time to go back to the roots now. So what I'm trying to say here is, whenever you hear Olokun, whether it's a ceremony, whether it's a dance, whether it's an initiation, whether it's a ritual, whether it's anything, the first thought that have to come to your mind should be, this is a connection with the divine mother nature itself. And this is done specifically in a very well organized cosmological laws, the laws that help open the gates to make this alignment complete. That's why all those different items, all those different rituals, all those different colors, the beads, the dressing, the drumming readings. Don't ever ignore African drums, the readings of the drums. That readings of the drums is very important, because why? When your consciousness hears sounds, the sounds have tones, and those tones have the way it stimulates your soul and your spirit and help it activate some DNAs inside of you. So this is not something you just say, what these people are doing, they are doing idol. No, that statement is ignorance of self. In fact, you are fooling and disgracing yourself that you don't even have no knowledge or idea about anything that you are. So whenever I hear somebody say, those people, they do juju, they don't know anything. Those people, they worship fire, they don't know anything. Run far from the person. Because he's a toxic, he's a toxic person. Because why? The only reason for someone to have that type of thought is because the mind has been religiously indoctrinated. Somebody has lied to him that there is one big guy up there with beards and blah, 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 that creates everything. And this type of people are losing their own soul. Because why? You are from the ocean, regardless whether you remember or not. Still what it is. You are from the ocean. And because you are from the ocean, there is simply a necessity for you to have this strong connection with that your divine self that you have. Because even inside in that ocean, there are different kingdoms, different... So what I'm trying to say here is, let me try and break it down so it don't become too intense. What I'm trying to say here is, Olokun is not an idol at all. Olokun is not an idol. In fact, Olokun has nothing to do with an idol. They have brainwashed you, and now you don't understand anymore the difference between idol and all these things. And these things are very important to know. Why is it very important? Why is it very, very important to know? From that moment, you understand that your blood is a spirit, and that spirit comes from ocean. But like I always say, not everybody really comes from ocean. That's a very separate topic. Yeah, some from the rock, from the mountain. But the basic root of that life itself is always from the ocean first. So maybe because of the antique nature, maybe, okay, for example, now let me use a being that is about, that has been existing here on earth since like more than 10,000 years, for example. So because he came out from the ocean 10,000 years ago and have done series and series and series of things, maybe in his past life, which was 1,000 years ago, he entered into a rock. He decided to enter into a rock and dwell there as his own dome, as a deity, as his own domain. So in that rock where he dwells now, he can now also create like a family and things like that. And a child somebody can ask for a child, or a child come from there. That's a different thing. But the base, the root of all beings, of all spirits, is from the ocean. So when you neglect who you are, two things happen to you. Two things. First, you will suffer a lot. Second, it can also happen like this, that you don't go through those stress, you don't go through those sickness, you don't go through those disappointments, you don't go through, sometimes, majority of cases you have to. Depends on how serious they take your issue back home. Because they are the ones positioning everything. So let's say you don't go through all those things. You don't go sick. You don't get drunk. You don't get mad. You don't become addicted. You don't become crazy. You don't go through disappointment and frustration and all those things. Poverty, blah, blah, blah. Let's say you overcome those things and you have normal, what they call success. Because what humans call success is madness. You go to school, you have degree, you build house, you have nice car and all those things, and then what? So let's say you get all those things, fine. When you depart from here, that moment, bam, where it happens, you burst out and come out from your body, that moment is where your suffering begins. In case if you avoid it, if you avoid it now that you are still here in flesh, if you don't have to believe anything I'm saying. you will see everything yourself. You will see everything yourself. But what I'm just here to be, like I said, is a quick soul food. I have to make it so fast. What I'm here to just share with you today is Olokun is your blood, and Olokun is the source of life here on earth. And when I say life, I mean every living thing, including your own spirits. That day your mother took in and gave birth to you, not even before it gave birth to you. That day your mother took in, remember, the soul is not in the womb. The soul is not in the womb. It has never been in the womb. The soul is not in the body. It has never been in the body. All you have always been carrying along is your spirit. Some people still don't understand the difference between a spirit and a soul. Although that, I have talked a lot about that on my soul series that you can go you can go to our YouTube channel. Please, should I break the egg in the... Oh, sorry. I'm reading out the message. Oh, I'm on live video now. I'm on live and we talk later. EEO. We talk later. Sorry, I have to really reply this. My daughter, she really needs information, but I can't give it now. Yeah, I want to focus on the teaching. So, like I was saying, really having that understanding that Olokun is responsible. She is, you can address Olokun like that. Yeah, okay, yeah, good. You can address Olokun like that. Then only really having that understanding that this is what is responsible for life itself is why I'm sitting here now. Because that thing that makes you think that this is idol, this is fetish, this is demonic, this is satanic, this has nothing to do with me. Oh, I worship God, Lord, blah, 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 whatever you call them. I worship them and this has nothing to do with me. That thought right there is your suicide pills. It's your suicide pills. Why is it your suicide pills? You have absolutely no awareness of what you really are. Everything that you think you know that you are was what a preacher or somebody told you, that somebody created you, blah, 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 created you, and when you die, you go back to him. If you do right, if you don't do right, he sent you to somewhere to go and born. This is all you know. So they have captured you with fear now. So that fear now makes you, you want to try to be loyal, to be humble, to follow the way so that you get it. And many of you, you know very well that you are going to go to hellfire because of your character. But you are still following because why? You are scared and shy of what your friends will think. You are scared and shy of what your neighbor will think. Oh, everybody go church or Sunday, let me come there as, they will call me a winch. Let me also go to church. Everybody is doing this. Why will I not stay away from it? No. Automatically, your community, your society have shaped the way you think and view life. And as long as you keep viewing this life from the paradigm of your society and a community, you will always be slave to yourself, because the structure of your society and community was specially structured and programmed to keep you in check. It was not structured to make you a free man or a free woman. So it's your duty and your own obligation as a being, as a spiritual being, as a ghost on a ride that you are, to pay attention. When I say attention, very close attention to your own spiritual welfare. You don't have to walk through the world before you know you are before you know you are spiritual. Simply being present, listening, you hear your heartbeat, you hear the strange sound, you pay closer attention. You see it, they call it like a floater. It's like things is floating in the air, and you are like, yeah, am I seeing wind or what am I seeing? But you keep looking with clarity, and then it's open. This is real spirituality. You don't have to go and pound and pound and pound and do this and have this and have this. It's a grade. You have to start from somewhere. And there is a very big difference between occultism and the spiritual life's journey. Because many people don't understand these differences. I cannot do ritual, I cannot worship juju, I cannot do this. We don't worship juju. You don't worship juju. You have to choose. You have to choose. Because why? You have your free will. That's where it's coming. But later, that's a topic for another day because it's also his own deity of his own self. So it deserves his own respect. So that's why for another day. Today we are focusing on the energy of Olokun. Really knowing that all beings, all souls, all life, all spirit come from the palace, from the ground, from the bottom of the ocean itself. And that's where Olokun reside. Olokun reside. Different cultures have different names they call it. The Indians, the Mayas, the Greek, the Romans, they all have different names they call this supreme energy. They all have different names. Why I pay so many close attention to African spirituality is because of the authenticness of it. And the more you have self-discipline, the more you have patience, the more you have love, the more you are free to really connect with all these things, the more it reveals to you. Some people now will do Olokun initiation or do Olokun rituals or sacrifice or things like that. After one month, 6 months, 1 year, they're like, they will take the everything and go and throw it away. They are like, what is this? What is this? I don't need this. No, you have to understand the science. You have to understand the meaning of all those objects that is being used in those sacrifices. When they tell you, go and bring this, go and buy this, you have to have the understanding of the cosmological knowledge of those things. This is where Africa ancestral spirituality really comes in. Our mission is to break it down into a common math. Into a common math where you can really grab it and see it and feel a part of it. And feel a part of it. Because when you don't have all this understanding and knowledge, when you don't have all this understanding and knowledge, and a priest or a babalawo or a voodoo priest or bo or just take you and tell you the oracle say we should do this for you, let's do it for you, and just do it for you, and you just think, I've done it now and everything is fine. No, it's not like that. That connection is very important. So doing it without connecting to it is a waste of time, waste of money. Just better keep on suffering or going through whatever you're going through and just be there is better. Because without paying a close attention and really connected to what you are, to your soul group. Because don't forget, you that come now from the ocean, from inside that ocean you came from now, you have like a family. You have like a family there. So you can't just ignore them because you are in ocean. You are like a tourist who went for holiday. And you cannot just forget your home because you're in holiday. And you say, I am home. I'm not interested in those people. And you forget that time you see here is nothing but illusion. Yes, this time you see on earth is not real. It was created by humans to have sense of understanding. So it's an illusion. So you're thinking, I want to stay here on earth. The highest you can live is 150 years if you are lucky. Many don't even get to 100 these days anymore because they're poisoning your food and water and everything. Everything is poison these days. Let's say you are so blessed, you make it to 150. 150 years in the ocean is just like 2 seconds. So you as a being that has been existing for millions of years, you come to a lower realm because Earth is a lower realm. Earth is a very lower realm. And you come here now and you believe, it's all about here. It's all about here. And a lot of people now is even getting, the people I'm paying very close attention to more and more now is even the awoken ones. Because a lot of awoken people today, what is going on with them? They just misunderstood the concept of being awake. But this is something very sensitive and very sensitive to talk about. When you talk about awoku people, then you have to pay very close attention. Because so many people are awake now and they are so vulnerable. Why? They think to be awake is all about just sit down and clear your mind, which is good. It boosts and increases your vibration, which is perfect and beautiful. But it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. You astral project, you come out of your body and go around and look around and come back and you say you are awoke. My dear, that is the first step. It's complicated to talk about. That is the first step. Because you awoke for a reason. You don't awoke now to start hating people who are still stuck in religious doctrine. You don't awoke now to start hating, hey, white man used my ancestors for slave. Nah, hate all of them. No. That's not why you are awoke. If your ancestors have the type of hate that you carry in your heart, they know how to stop everything. It's all about you, we have to work on our own self. We have to work on our own self because everything that happens in Africa, if you are honest to yourself, of course, everything that happens in Africa is like a law of karma. Africans fuck themselves up even before Europeans find their way there. So everything happens and now it's time to bring out the best from all this. But bringing out the best does not also mean we have to neglect and forget everything that happens. No. It's your duty to teach it to your children, but teach it with them with love and let them know the lines, which is very important, so that they can tell the difference between ally and an enemy. So when they see somebody like me, I've been so blessed. Majority of people that have helped and support me so much in this my life are all Europeans, what people call Caucasian or white people or whatever. And I am so grateful and blessed with this. But that does not mean I will still forget that there is a line, and that line always needs to be respected. It's very important because why? The knowledge of self gives you the ability for you to able to digest any energy you are sharing or interacting with anybody. I don't hate you, I love you, but it has to have a balance. If not, it's either you lose yourself or the other person loses self. Somebody will lose something in the process. So going back to what we are really talking about, like I was saying, is a very fast, quick soul food. So I will just be making it so fast. Is Olokun is your own blood, and is what is the energy that represents life here on earth. A lot of tales, a lot of myths. I don't want to talk about that. I just want to focus on the energy, because understanding the energy is all that really matters. Because after you understand the energy, that gives you a deep satisfaction, like, okay, ninate oge boy na oge no mahia na this is something deeper than this. This is something that I am. This is who I am. This is my own truth. And this is something I cannot run from, I cannot shy away from. This is something I have to embrace. But I know what is also scary so many people, because you have so many people from our place, from Africa, that is so greedy. So greedy. That they can use all these things sometimes to extort you, manipulate you, lie to you, and really play with you. And this is something that our ancestors recently now is taking very seriously. It's very they are taking it very seriously. Because why? You cannot initiate somebody without giving the person knowledge. Because why? Those initiation you are seeing, when I say initiation, I mean those one they call juju dance, ebo dance, all those rituals and ceremony. In English, you just call it initiation. So, because many of you are scared of the word initiation, hey, I don't want to be initiated because you don't understand what it really means. But all those things is just the process of activating your DNA. Because from that moment where your DNA become activated, then your spirit go back home and align with its own self, with our own self, with our own family, with our own group. And that moment where they have aligned, that is the moment where your light, your inner light, will really reflect into this world you come from. Some people get these things unconsciously. Yeah, some souls are very lucky, but they don't even know. They get some souls get these things unconsciously without even knowing it. But many souls have to really, I like the Italian word for it, lottare, like to really work hard for it. And that's also very beautiful because it gives you maturity of the soul. It makes your spirit becomes more matured. It increases the knowledge of self. It increases your awareness. It increases everything that you are. Both those that are still hidden, that has not manifested, everything starts rising and start bringing itself out. But some of you has been so brainwashed and told that you have to fight against these things. You have to run from these things. You have to not go close to these things because these are things that is with demonic, that is satanic, that's not good for you. Blah 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 blah. And because of that, you now think you need deliverance. And some of you will go to a prophet who is also getting his power from the water. Some of you will go to, I'm coming, let me check my Bluetooth. It's not connecting anymore. Some of you will go to some of you will go to different church priests. I greet the ask, good evening, Sarah Najimo. Some of you will go to a church priest and tell them, you need deliverance, you have demons, you have this, you have that. Let me take out the Bluetooth. You have demons, you have this, you have that, and now you think, I need deliverance. And this one is saying, she think you need deliverance. Okay, she want deliverance. Okay, let's deliver her. But you know what you're doing? Let me choke you. Some of those pastors, bishop, reverends, and churches you go to, some of them, they have special contracts with some deities which they worship secretly that you don't have absolutely no knowledge about. Because why? They are projected a false self to you. And that's what you see. Then, I'm talking about some of them. Yes, some of them. Many, no, let me talk about that some first. Then, Bradley, long time, I was expecting your call. Then, they will not, because you come out for deliverance, what they do now is, they will not take your issue to their own special personal deity, that this person need a deliverance. That's why some of them will give you dates to come for deliverance. After they have did counseling with you, extract information that they need, then they know how to consult their deity. They will not take those information to other deities. Then, when they are doing those deliverance for you, this is what some of them do. When they are doing those deliverance for you, what they are doing, Good evening, okay. What they are doing is breaking and cutting the ties that connect your spirit with the ocean, with your people, with yourself, with your real truths. They will cut that connection and now trap you in their own power cycle and leave you there. So because you are still breathing, meaning you are alive. So you will not feel, I'm relieved, which is a psychological thing. You will not feel, I am relieved, and then you will not feel, I am not peaceful, I don't have problem again, I don't have all this stress. Oh, that pastor deliver me since he deliver me, glory be to God. You will not be celebrating and making jollification for what you don't even know that has happened to you. But when you die, this is where the suffer come from. Don't believe what I say now. You will see it when you go. The word dies is not right because nobody die. No human being die. Death means birth. So nobody is dying. You just wake up. You come out from your body. You wake up. So when that moment reach, your bell ring, because it can be now, it can be next seconds. It can be now, it can be next second, it can be any time, because don't forget, time don't exist. Only in the human psyche that a time exists. A dog don't know time. You just know you have to sleep, you have to wake. They follow the sun. When the earth rotates to the dark, the sun don't rise. That's a lie also. Oh God, so many lies are telling humans. The sun don't rise also. Many things. I'm not here to decode the lies. So what I'm trying to share now with you is they make your soul and your spirit become vulnerable whenever they are telling you we have to deliver you from the spirit of Olokun, from your water spirit, from your mami spirit, from your Ogbanje spirit. They are making your soul vulnerable because why? Ogbanje is not a satanic or demonic thing. Mami water is not a bad thing. However, the different names you people are calling these things is not a bad thing. This is your authentic truth. Your own authentic self. Please share the video. Yeah, please share it and tag people. Many souls need to hear these things because this message, these teachings, is not for everybody. These are for special old souls who the souls is frustrated of repeating all this cycle, and this is time for them to go back home. This is what my teachings are for. It's not for everybody. So especially some of you is writing me on inbox and telling me, please, I beg you, if you don't resonate with what I say, unfriend me, block me. You don't even have to watch the video. So stop writing me bullshit because you don't know anything at all. You only believe because you don't know. A man who knows don't need to believe. So for you to believe, it shows that you don't know anything. So please, I have so many messages, important ones I have not replied. So don't come and be writing all those your religious jargons on my inbox. I'm tired of blocking you people or unfriending you people. I don't even have time and energy for that. But stop doing it because why? You are disturbing and interrupting me to reply to important people that really needs a response. So imagine now I have 500 unread message and 300 is just talking about give your life to God, give your life to God, blah blah blah. If you see the idiot that is even talking now, he have not even eat. So I don't want to go that side because then I become so nervous and pissed off. So what I'm trying to say, I am alive. Please don't call me now. Thank you. So what I'm trying to share with you now is it's very important to start having the awareness that our ancestors are not devils. They are not Satan. They are not evil. They introduced love, life to humanity. Some people always come up with a very quick argument. If not all those demonic things your ancestors are worshipping, we don't see Igbo now, their life is more better. It's because you are so dumb and you don't know your history. When you know your history, you will know that Europeans has been existing since 6,000 years, and your ancestors has been on this earth since more than 1,000,000 years. So the people that has been ruling now since 6,000 years, and look at the way the world, the earth, where the earth is going, and the people has been here since 1,000,000 years protecting and keeping this earth alive, and now you are calling them Satan. They are even older than your own God, because the whole story in the Bible and Quran from the beginning and the end is just 7,000 years old. The teachings of Oromila is 17, meaning 10,000 years older than all the teachings of Moses, Bible, blah, 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 blah. So when we talk about these things, it's either you listen or just run far, because we know exactly what we talk about. You are being brainwashed, you have been lied to. That's just the facts. So nobody is here to tell you worship idol, don't worship idol. It's not even my duty, it's not my job to change how you think. I don't care about those things. That's why I say my teachings is for the old souls. The old souls, when they hear this thing, they grab it, even if they don't have knowledge or awareness or understanding of it. So Olokun is not an idol. Olokun is not an idol at all. Olokun is life. Olokun is what gives this big cosmological energy. Olokun is what trap it here. Do many of you know how the moon functions? Do you know the moon travel with the ocean? And Olokun is the ocean itself. Like I said, I don't want to talk about tales. It's so. Those are religious tricks. That is how religion people capture people. So I don't want to be using those type of techniques. Because I can tell you beautiful stories, paint it. At the end, it's just the same cycle, making you to believe. No, it's time to introduce you to the energy. So that blood that is flowing through you, imagine, you know how many liters of blood inside of you, and you know how many is being pumped every second. Pum, 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 pum. That blood is Olokun. That water that power your cells, that give you strength, is Olokun. That source of life here on earth, this is Olokun. So recognizing this energy, recognizing this force, recognizing this being, this entity, recognizing this is power and knowledge. And this is what your ancestors gave to you for free, which you don't even have to pay for. But now you are there saying, I cannot worship idol. You are just here on a tourist vacation. You are just like somebody who decided to travel to let's say I go to Tokyo or I go to Istanbul for some weeks or months. That's just what you are. And now you are hating your home. There you have your family, you have everything. Yes, you have forgot. You forgot because during the birth canal, you lose memories of those things. That is normal. So it's now your duty, now that you are existing in this place, in this realm, because earth is a realm. Or this word, they name it is just to disconnect you. Earth is a realm. We are spirit, we are not human being. Everything is spiritual around you. I'm always laughing when people say, hey, I want to be spiritual. I'm not spiritual. No, you are spiritual already. With the fact that you can breathe. That is spirituality. Because you know what he just did? You just pop in oxygen into yourself and you release carbon dioxide, and that oxygen is going straight to strengthen your cells, to strengthen your organs, to strengthen all your body. So that is a spirituality. No amount on earth can buy that. That is priceless. So don't let the world keep subjecting you to materialism. So you have to always define your reality due to materials that you have. Talking about materialism, Olokun is even the owner of all words. Like the time humans were using calories, like I said before, all money on earth, even the sale, or if you read all these things from all these things that I wrote here on this topic, you will have understanding. I don't need to go into that. But what I'm trying to push and show out to you right now is, please, yeah, I can use the word please, please stop viewing African spiritual practice as fetish, as idol, as dirty. While at the same time you will also kneel down and say, Jesus, please come and save me. Forgetting that Jasper and Zeus, the god of Roma and the god of Greek, is what was put together to create that name, Jesus. So whenever you make that pronunciation, Jesus, don't think you are calling that figure which they wrote in the Bible that did this, that did that. No. That is a story to capture your mind. But when you call that name, what you are calling is the deity of Rome, is a deity of ancient Greek. And these deities cannot really solve your problem. This is why Africa is still suffering today. Because you neglect your own deities. And you worship a strange God. And you have a strange name. You have a strange language. Even your educational system is all structured by your slave masters. And you still ask why you are suffering. You still ask why everything is so chaotic. You are still asking, can't you see? Can't you see? Can't you see the mistake, the wrongs? Can't you see the denial of your own self? It's a punishment you are receiving. I don't care how many blocks of money you have loaded in your bank. You are still a slave because the money itself is an illusion. The whole world economy, only 10% is hard cash. You know what is hard cash? Like real. Only 10%. All the 90% does not exist. The Germans call it giroconto. Giroconto means like a digital money. It's just a number. That's why I have 2 billion euro and tell them you want 2 billion euro. They cannot give you because it don't exist. It's an illusion. That's how the earth is functioning. But they program these things to trap you. To trap your soul here. They want you to always be on tensions. They want you to be lost. Because for as long as you are trapped here, they can manipulate you. And when you die, this is even the most important part. When you die and depart out of your body, then they can also manipulate your spirit based on the indoctrination that you have absorbed and download while you were on this realm. This realm is nothing like a process of collecting data. We are here on earth to be aware of our own self. Like you are just collecting data. That's why I love babies so much. I like to make 100 million babies if possible. I love babies so much. Yes, of course I will have so much more. Yeah, I love babies so much. You know why? All they do is looking, observing, and studying you. They study you. They want to learn everything. But when they keep growing, you think you are adults, you will not start teaching them. You will not start teaching them the same junks you download in your head. You start downloading it on the child head. That's how they made you victim. I was also like that, thank God. That's how they trap a lot of people. Because why? Humans think they have to teach a child, which in reality you don't need to teach a child. Don't worry, very soon no school will be existing again. Because the fresh souls that are coming now, although it has started, it has started because according to the map now, since since 1979, let's just start from 80. Since 1980, fresh souls have started coming to earth. And this is just the beginning. Since year 2001, other new fresh ones have started coming now. Because many from 1980, many have failed. Yeah, if you know you are born below 1980, you have a big obligation. If you fail, no problem. They have opened a road now for new ones again. Since 2001, new door have been opened. So the fresh souls that are coming now, they will not have time for all these things. All these things, they will break it down because why? The time has expired already. People are still keeping the time because they don't have anything to exchange it, and they don't have anything better in exchange. So it makes everybody still stick with the time. So that's just what I want to share today. We don't worship Satan, demons in Africa's spiritual knowledge. What you have to know is spirituality is a cosmological language. And this language was introduced to different tribes and different groups and different cultures and different traditions. This tradition was created by men, but no problem. So this knowledge that was introduced to different people was being interpreted in different ways. So there's nothing like one general, nothing like that exists. Anybody who says that for you is a scam. Nothing like that exists. Hey, one God, one love. Nothing like that. No, nothing like that is existing. So all cultures, all tribe, everybody, they have this access to this cosmological energy, and it is being introduced to different people. So advantages, people like Africans, native Indian, I don't like calling them native Indians. Because but no problem, that's what people understand. Native Americans, Indians, Japan, China, in some part of China, the advantages we have in Africa is the Khalifa of God itself that transport life here on earth like a tree to make it grow everywhere. So you have like a very free pass. This is something that is very complicated to explain to a lot of people. It's something you just have to know on your own. Because why? There is a pass for you. I don't have a better one, so let me leave it like that. There is a free pass for you. And that free pass you have, if you are smart, you need to profit from it. You need to profit from it. Because that's where your powers lies. That's where your secret, your mystery is. That's where your true nature is. The people who brought religion for you, they know this very well. They are not stupid. That's why they brought religion for you, to exchange that. And when they brought it first for you, was not with love. They have to beat you so hard, kill you if you don't accept. Because why they do it like that? They do it like that because they know after 500 years, those ones that will be born later will just take it as a normal thing, which is happening today. But your ancestors, they killed them for it. Before Portugal could sell gun to Benin Kingdom, they requested for our king to become a Christian. Imagine. And not just to Benin Kingdom, I just use Benin as an example. Not just Benin Kingdom, many African nations was like that. That was how Islam came. That was how Christianity came. They will tell you, you have to join their cults. They don't call it a religion, they call it like a cult. And Africans who are already used to those things, they see it like, okay, O2, like a group. Okay, let me also join. They were not thinking that it will become a very big psychological disaster later. But that's why we come now anyway. We have to fix all these mistakes now, because a lot of mistakes was really done, trust me. Because I don't like when Africans talk about their history, they always talk a lot of the beautiful side. No, Your ancestors did a lot of mistake. Imagine Benin Kingdom take guns from Portuguese to kill their own fellow brothers. Imagine that. Yeah, I don't care what caused the war or all those things. The fact is that was fucked up. That was not good. That is the fact. So, not just Benin Kingdom, like I said, so many other kingdoms, in Timbuktu, in Egypt, in everywhere, those same mistakes, same bullshit happened. Same bullshit. So, that's why it's very important right now, it's very important to connect back to your authentic self, to connect back to your real nature. Because why? You have a soul group, you have a soul family, you have somewhere your spirit came from, you have somewhere you came from. You are here on this realm which they call earth as a tourist, and the reason you are here is to collect data. What type of data? That is up to you. We all have different data we came here to collect. I cannot tell you your data. Maybe with divination and oracle that can reveal, but it's a personal thing anyway. So you are here as a tourist. So why will you now say you are not interested? Some of you even know. You will wake up in the night, you will see people around you, you will be scared, you will be running, you will be crying. What's your problem? Some of you are scared to die. That's the biggest fear many of you have. They want to take me back home. They want to take you back home. Why they want to take you back home? Why do you come here in the first place? Have you asked them all those things? Do you know anything? All you just know is you are scared to die. And you will surely die. Sooner or later. A guy, whether it's 100 years later, 50 years later, tomorrow, today, a death is dead because time is illusion. So just stop running from your truths. Common sense. Oh, sorry, I forget. You believe that one God created you. That's what you believe. Okay, don't worry. When you depart, when you depart from your body, you will chop your own eyes. You will chop your own eyes. Then you will know how they have lied to you, how you have really been fooled, and you will really regret every second and every minute you waste in abducting others' fake indoctrination that was specially designed to trap your soul. Like I always say, my teaching is about old souls. It's not for everybody. So if it doesn't make sense to you, I understand, no problem. I understand. It's not for everybody. These are for special old souls, because this is the time we have to start feeding the souls of the people. Yeah, feed your mind with so many junks already, especially fear. Especially fear. Majority of people that condemn African spirituality and call it evil and this and that is because they are just scared. Fear of the unknown. Although it's part of human nature, to be honest with you, the nature of humans are specially designed to be scared of what they don't know. So it's your duty now to try to open and reveal that and become the master of your fear, because your fear is nothing but a thought, but an illusion. Don't get me wrong. There's difference between danger and fear. When there is danger, there is danger. And fear is something very different, because some people will always say, but what's something in danger? I don't have to. There's difference between danger and a fear. So allow your fear to be the king, to always conclude and decide all your decision. It's a very big self-destructing part which you don't need at all. Because why? Your fear need to be under your own feet, not in your crown controlling you. Because now you have built walls around yourself. You are scared of everything you don't know. So, and only what you know now is just a belief. Because why? You just believe this is what it is. So automatically you decide to close your eye and walk around with your eye closed. Because why? You feel safe by knowing your eyes is closed, you can't see anything. Because why? You are scared of what you might see. That's your truth. That's why you pray before you sleep. Because you are scared you will die before you wake. And you are scared of death. Because why are you scared of death? They told you go to hellfire or heaven. And you don't sure you will make heaven. So now that makes death so scary. But if you are sure you will make heaven, I don't think you will be scared of death. Because now you want to really go quick to that paradise. Because the earth is warm. So let's be honest ourselves. So when you put fears and you put these things, okay. When you put fears in these things at first, it limits you. It brings you down. It drains your energy. So please always remember that Olokun is your blood. Ogun is your spirits. And in the next series, I will bring the other one. I send you a love. I thank you all so much for coming. I said it was a quick one, but I think it's already up to 1 hour. I don't really know. So I thank you all and thank you all for coming. And please, don't listen to people who is saying idol worship. It's not an idol worship. Stop letting them to fool you. It's not an idol worship. But before I go, let me quickly explain something about idol to you. Because many people don't even really know what is idol. Do you know that everybody have an idol? The most common, good evening, Fatal Wine. The most common idol right now is your Andy, your telephone. Yeah, this one I'm using to talk to you now that you're looking me through now. This is your most common idol now. How many of you can leave the house without your phone in your pockets? How many of you can leave the house without your bank card in your pockets? How many of you can live in a house without buying a big plasma TV which you sit in the front and watch every evening? Yeah, I tell you all those things. No problem. I'm not talking about what it do for you. I'm just trying to point for you idols. Those things are idols. The biggest idol on earth is money. Money is the god that earth worship. When I say earth, I mean humans that is stuck in flesh and ego. That is what they worship. And that is the biggest idol you should be scared of. Not your ancestral heritage. Yes, I know some people, they also have very dirty characters and they do it in a very dirty way. Yeah, because many of them don't have this knowledge and the science. What they just know is this is how it's done and they do it also like that. It's still better than nothing, so it's still okay. Still okay. It's still better than you going every day to use your head to hit the ground or shout, wave your hand to one thing you don't even see. How can you be waving your hand to what you don't see? That's nonsense. You have to know, not believe. And we don't worship idol. We recognize the universal energy, the cosmological force, the mother nature, and the element that keeps all this energy balanced. That's what we do when you don't understand. Ask questions to people who understand the science. And don't commonize this science. This is real. This is authentic because this is your truth. This is your nature. So I greet you all with peace and love. And I wish you all a very wonderful evening. I wish you all a very wonderful morning. And I wish you all a very beautiful afternoon. Bye-bye. And I will see you all again. Lately, I'm very busy with a lot of things. That's why I don't come so quick and everything, but I got plans for all this. And everything will be balanced more and more and more and more and more. Of course. So I send you a love and everything. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I pray for you that Olokun visits you. I pray for you that Olokun visits you and manifests itself to you. Yes. Let me quickly share this with you before I forgot. If you have a native chalk and you want to know if you if you are a child of Olokun or strongly connected to Olokun, you see this native chalk, hold it in your hand like this and go to sleep with it. Sleep like this with it. Do it like that for 14 days. Every time you dream, write me the dreams you see. Or call me and tell me your dreams you see. So we break it down for you and let you see your own truth, your own self. Olokun ya mwengbe. I wish you a nice day. Bye-bye. Send you peace and love. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.